Hello everyone, hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just come down to Bitcoin, big of the CoinsKid crew. So I've been entertaining some long positions this week on Bitcoin, and I've outlined the reasons why with the confluence of the DXY, the bottoming pattern, the 5 waves down. I think it's an opportunity, a 5-wave counter. Also, there's an accumulation schematic that I've noticed on Bitcoin at the moment on the hourly time frame. We equally have a buy signal printing on the 1 hour CoinsKid ribbon right there, and I'll show you that as well. So confluence of my analysis that I think will start a retracement coming up the stairs. We may have experienced some kind of selling climax, retest of support and spring, and right now we're looking to come back up the stairs here for Bitcoin into that level of resistance that I've shown you. Okay, so equally we've got some buy momentum coming back on the daily time frame. We're bullish. We're on the macro is 70.6 macro signal right there. We're bullish 16.3% above the bull market support band. So if we take a look at the CKR right now, like I said to you, it dipped his toe into the neutral territory the other day around about 60, now picking up a little bit, 64, last month at 66. So it's ramped right up, cooling off, and it looks like it's gearing up for another leg up to the upside. Now if we do start to see this, then we'd have to look at the possibility the bottom's in, the rollover of the DXY, and the vertical within the crypto markets and the risk environment right here. It could well be that the correction is in right now, but obviously we need to see the confirmation going forward by coming up, retesting this support, and then obviously bringing to the upside right there. So I'll go through that with you, but at the moment I'm looking for all these indicators to get really exhausted before I do think about exiting my position in Bitcoin, unless the price structure tells me otherwise. Let's dive into charts right now and see what we can see. Okay, so take a look at the DXY. Equally, I do show the DXY's confluence my analysis of whether we should be going long or selling Bitcoin, or shorting Bitcoin, or buying Bitcoin or whatever. I always show the DXY, and we ride these inverse correlations really well. For example, those people paying attention here in February as Bitcoin was drawing back down, I said to you, we've got a rising channel here, and typically what we do see on these rising channels, bearish rising channels, whatever, on the third point of resistance, the third point of contact, this is typically where we break down. So we've got 1, 2, 3. At this point I jumped into a long, I jumped into some beautiful spot positions across the board in crypto, and anticipated a move down in this chart to where we came from before a relief, and that's exactly what we got. So like I said to you, once this bottoms out down here, then this will start to come back up, and then obviously it's squeaky bum time. But what we've been doing ever since this bottom just there, we've been coming up in the DXY, we've been coming down in Bitcoin. Really simple. Let me show you right now. And then we're just riding the waves basically. So at this point here, and I did show you at this point way back in March, earlier March as well, that the reason I did think that Bitcoin will come down is because we bottomed here and we're starting to come back up in the DXY. So until this starts to find its support, this finds its resistance, we're just caught in a range basically. We've come up, the macro trend for Bitcoin is the fact that it's in an uptrend, and the DXY is actually in a downtrend, because all the DXY is doing is retracing to this level here, which is where this huge third wave began for Bitcoin. And we nailed this again. If you look to the left, this was your third point of resistance in a rising channel, a bearish rising channel last year, when everyone was getting super bullish on the dollar and bearish on risk. But this is no difference from this rising channel and this rising channel. We've got the third point of resistance right now. So we've got 3 beautiful channels that we've traded like a boss, which has led to a major drop in the DXY here and a major move to the upside for Bitcoin. So at the minute I'm just respecting the data, I'm relaying the opportunity to you. This is why I've entertained some long positions for Bitcoin, and I think I found a Wyckoff accumulation schematic as well to back up my theory that Bitcoin's about to come back up the stairs. Okay, but to do that, obviously what we need to see at this point right now, and you can clearly see that ever since this resistance point, this is where Bitcoin slowly but surely been coming back up the stairs. I did relay this to you early in the week right there. So if we do get this big drop to the downside, in theory, just like this drop to the downside to where it met the technical target of where it formed the wedge, and potentially this as well, then in theory Bitcoin should be about to go vertical and continue to show here. Not bullshit, not hopium, pure data. Please remember that. Okay, now the bigger macro move that I did relay to you on the weekly, again this is a rising channel, just there on the weekly time frame. Like I said to you, 1, 2, 3, breakdown, back test resistance, boom. At this point, this is where I did anticipate a major move up with confluence of the DXY on the weekly time frame, the bearish rising channel. Everyone was stupidly bullish on dollar, on the dollar, and basically really super bearish on risk. But I'd found a pattern way back there in late 2022, wasn't it? The bearish channel coming down the stairs, which would lead to Bitcoin coming up the stairs. Really simple. Let's not overcomplicate it. So until I start to see major reversal signs in the DXY, I'm remaining bullish on Bitcoin, because the macro trend is up for Bitcoin and the macro trend for the DXY is down. So we've not broke any structure of a downtrend for the DXY and an uptrend for Bitcoin. It's not hopium, it's not bullshit, it's simple technical analysis and data. So at the moment the DXY looks as though it's caught in another little bearish trap. basically a bearish rising channel, which is an ascending rising channel. And at that point, once we start to break down in the DXY here towards this green trend line, we should expect Bitcoin to go vertical. Okay, let me show you the Wyckoff accumulation schematic for Bitcoin right now on the hourly time frame. To take a look at Bitcoin on the hourly time frame, at the moment we do have a beautiful buy signal to accompany this potential Wyckoff accumulation schematic here for the Bitcoin price action. Okay, so typically what we do, and those people experienced with this particular ribbon that I created, we do tend to fall back to it, confirm it, and then continue the show right there. So we've sort of got this almost beautiful Adam and Eve bottom that's rounding off right now, potential bottoming pattern. You've had that kind of retrace, you're coming round like this, you're coming back into resistance, possibly make another high low. You can look at it some kind of ascending triangle basically, and then boom, we should begin to break this resistance at 66870. Now if we do break that resistance, I think we'll rally towards that 70k level right there, and we could begin to say, okay, well, this is the true bottom. And with this, what we've got the PS of the Wyckoff accumulation schematic, we've had the SE, which is your selling climax, the automatic rally, the secondary test of support, and then you come all the way back down. And just there we've got some kind of beautiful spring, haven't we, for the Bitcoin price action as a potential scenario. Now yesterday I did say to you, I think this is a corrective wave, the overlapping zigzag waves, and I think within this last leg to the downside we should see 5 waves. So we came down like this, a potential 1, a 2, a 3, this is a 4, and then boom, your final 5th wave, which is your spring. So this is the 5-wave counter that I was talking about. So right now, this is where you should be putting your stop loss at 59611 on this particular chart. Okay, that's your beautiful stop loss right now to negate this potential setup of a full retracement coming back up the stairs. An opportunity. This is what I've been relaying to you all week. A long opportunity on Bitcoin, not a short opportunity, but support basically. Now the psychology of a trader and most people in trading, this is where they start to think about selling and start to jump into shorts. Well, that's wrong. You should be looking at bearish divergence, overbought indicators right there, which is what I was showing you, sell signals on the ribbon, which is what I was showing you in March right there as confluence my analysis that we do need to entertain shorts, and we are looking to come back down the stairs. But this right now, this is the long opportunity, the buying opportunity, which I'm relaying to you, not the short opportunity, because that's the psychology of the market because they're depressed right now. So like I've always said to you, opportunity never feels like opportunity. So right now, if all of this Wyckoff accumulation holds, this is your low, and right now we should begin to come back up the stairs into key resistance above, and we have a beautiful buy signal on the 1 hour time frame to validate that basically. So right now this is where your stops are. So like I said to you, in recent times I did originally have my stops there, I've been in some positions, but I knew we hadn't had 5 waves to the downside here. So as this dropped, I did remove my stops, and I've just been patient building long positions, and right now I'm looking for it to come back up. So I think I may have found a spot for you, the stop loss for you right now. Whatever chart you're on, whatever chart you're trading on, currently I'm trading on Bybit, just there, if you are in a position on Bitcoin, then this is where you have your stop loss right now on that low at 59611. Really simple. Okay, so hopefully we found a nice little bottom in, an opportunity to come back upstairs, whichever that most look. But if you want to go long, you want to go short, you can do all this on Bybit or BitGet. It's entirely up to you. But again, don't be an over leveraged degen, don't go with your life savings. But right now I'm looking for retracement to that 70k zone and a potential bottoming pattern here as some kind of Adam and Eve bottom right now. So take out this blue line at 66870, and I think Bitcoin could ramp up into that minimal target around about 70k right there. And it's just been a beautiful little opportunity against all the fear and naysayers. So I wish everyone most luck. Hopefully I don't come back to this trade tomorrow and it's gone like that, but if it has, it's unlucky. It is what it is. We have to take it on the chin. But right now it was a possible Wyckoff accumulation schematic that's playing out for us right now. Hope you understand the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.